I recently took a trip to Puerto Rico and had a chance to walk in the El Ñuque National Forest. Now, I have been obsessed with rainforests since I was a little girl, and it felt like home. If it wasn't so dense, I would have set up shop right then and there. There were no mosquitoes because the water was always moving. It was warm and it was lush. I was on a high the entire time, totally energized, and continued to be invigorated even after our hike. Wasn't the exercise? The fact that I was on vacation without kids? Turns out it was a bit more than that. One of our earliest known ancestors, Homo habilis, walked this planet between 2.4 and 1.4 million years ago. Homo sapiens didn't arrive until about 300,000 years ago. The earliest known city existed about 10,000 years ago. About 70 years ago, we shifted to the office model of desks crammed side by side. Once the pandemic hit, the model of the workplace shifted drastically, with nearly a quarter of the American workforce now settled in front of a screen for the duration of their workday. For the vast majority of the human existence, we lived among the trees. We soaked in the beauty of nature, evolving with a special relationship with the natural world. And not just because it's pretty, but because it's quite literally life-altering. Our relationship with forests has been tumultuous over the past 100 years, when the timber industry went bananas. But remarkably, since the implementation of forest management, we've experienced a 400% increase in tree growth, which is amazing, except for the fact that the average American spends about 7% of their life outside. We've got the trees, but we're not taking advantage of the extraordinary benefits our bodies have evolved to receive. So the term forest bathing, or Shinrin Yoku in Japanese, is the act of being in nature. Not exercising, but simply being in nature with our senses activated. The Japanese take their forest bathing quite seriously. They have now 62 certified forest therapy locations in Japan, and nearly 5 million people walk the forest trails every year. It's accessible, it's free, and it can make a remarkable difference in your health and wellness. All right, what are these benefits? In the book Forest Bathing by Dr. Chin Lee, he cites multiple studies to show the benefits of taking advantage of nature in our lives. NK, or natural killer cells, are the cleanup crew of our body's cellular system. People with higher NK activity have lower incidences of disease, including cancer. One study found that after a 3-day, 2-night forest trip, NK cell activity increased by 53%, and the number of cells increased by 50%. Mood, sleep, and recovery time. Photoncide is an organic compound within a plant and tree that acts as a defense system against bacteria and some plants and animals. It's that smell produced by trees like cedar, pine, spruce, conifers, and many others. It turns out that when humans are exposed to these smells, it increases their mood, heart rate variability, and lowers their blood pressure and heart rate. Memory. The University of Michigan conducted a study that showed a 20% increase in memory and attention after a walk in nature versus a walk on a busy street. A study out of the University of Utah and the University of Kansas found that people can increase their creativity and problem-solving ability by 50% simply by spending more time in nature. All right, so how do you do it? It's as simple as taking a walk. Engage all your senses and observe. Turn off your devices. Start with a 20-minute walk daily, or dedicate a few hours on the weekends. Anything is better than nothing. But being intentional about slowly increasing your dosage over time will no doubt improve your quality of life. I hope this has inspired you. I am totally sold on this concept and have found myself seeking the outdoors as much as possible. I'd be interested in hearing what happens to you. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Be well.